Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm the Dr. Powell, and our next guest is a music artist, an actor, film and TV producer. He's doing his thing, and he's a humanitarian too. Now, he's with us today to speak about his nonprofit organization, Power of One Foundation, or we call it Poof. We'll let you know more. And to shed some light on all of the wonderful things that he's doing in his community, please welcome to the show, André Roberson. Dre's in the house. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Great. Tell us a little about Poof.
Well, Poof was born from my grandmother, my mom, I was born in the servitude, taking care of the mental and physically challenged. And then from there, I started a nonprofit with my mom and grandmother, which was Official No One Left Behind, that we've been running now over 16 years. And then what I did was, because I wanted to expand my humanitarian work, I started Power of One Foundation. And Power of One Foundation has been a foundation that has been a blessing to me because it's been able to help a lot of people within my community and outside of my community.
Yeah. How are you helping? Tell us about some of the programs.
For us, we have a food program. So we have a hunger program that feeds low-income families. Plus, we also have a homeless program that feeds homeless, because for the last, I'd say 5 to 7 years, we've been making over thousands of meals for the homeless, hitting the streets, going to courthouses, going to parks, and also to homeless shelters and feeding the homeless. We've been feeding low-income families for the last 16 years, partnering up with different cities and schools and community centers to be able to feed low-income families.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I know that's a great feeling when you love to do that kind of work and you know in your heart that you're helping others. Whew, there's no feeling like it. No feeling like it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been a blessing. During the pandemic last year, we really grew because before the pandemic, people saw our work, but they really didn't see our work. And then once the pandemic hit, last year, we were able to feed over 2 million individuals during the pandemic, doing weekly distributions. We averaged over probably like 8,000 cars in a weekend, feeding over 100,000 people a week.
Yeah. So you were like in a big parking lot and people were just coming by?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We did partnerships with the Orange County Fairgrounds and Event Center out here,
Wow.
Santa Ana College. We did one of the biggest malls out here, Main Place Mall. And so basically we went all over the city. We've sent food from San Diego all the way to North County. We've sent over 5 million pounds of food to Mexico to feed in TJ, which is right crossing the border for the families in need over there. So we were just able to expand. We picked up a lot of great partners like Northgate Markets. We got a chance to work with Disneyland, and they don't partner very easy. Right. So we got a chance to collaborate with them to feed the Disney workers on several events as well. So it partnered with cities, partnering with the police departments to change the view on how they engage in the community with nonprofits. It was really a blessing. We got inducted into Congress last year. Both of the foundations. We also won Nonprofit of the Year for California through our Senator, Tom Umberg. Yeah. Really thankful for him. So we're Nonprofit of the Year 2020. And we won Nonprofit of the Year on many mayor levels. IKEA, which is not known for, they're known for their philanthropy, but not partnering with foundations. The IKEA out here in Costa Mesa actually won the international award for all of IKEAs through their partnership with us, because I partnered with them and they do my curbside. So that it's just been a wonderful revolving world of collaborations for the betterment of the community.
And people need people like you and your organization, because there's so many things that are happening in I'm going to say in the world.
Yeah.
People are hungry. People are in need. People need jobs. People need food. People need clothes. People need you and your organization. And we need, if you have an organization that relies on people to give money and funds and support and volunteerism, we need those people so that we can help others get what they need out of life. You want to give a shout out to some of those people that are helping you and your organization get what you need?
Absolutely, because if it wasn't for Northgate Markets, who donated over 30,000 square feet to our foundation, the Orange County Food Bank, who was a 15-year partner with me, Mark Lowry, Judy Chacon, Kristen Kovac, these people really, really partnered with me to ensure that I had the food. Vesta Foods, Farm Fresh to You, Daylight Foods. You take Congressman Lou Correa, our mayor, Vincent Sarmiento, and all the other individual businesses. And you have to really give a big shout out to the volunteers, because last year I'd say we had over 700 volunteers come through to volunteer and stand on the front lines with our first responders and our police to be able to ensure that people were getting fed. And I couldn't have did all the work that I did without the wonderful volunteers and my core team.
Yes.
So I thank you for Sarah, Anna, Omar, and and being in the Latin community where it's predominantly here, and being accepted, and being, it brought everybody together,
Yeah.
and the collaborative spirit, and also highlighting hunger, because you knew hunger existed, but you didn't really know it existed until the pandemic.
Exactly.
Because the pandemic heightened that, So it really highlighted the work that we do in the community so that people can see what we've been doing for the last 16 years.
Yeah. And so I was hitting this because it's 7 o'clock every day around here. People hit the pots and pans and shout it out the window, off of balconies everywhere, all out in the streets, blowing their car horns, recognizing and appreciating the frontline workers, and you're out there, man. You're out there, and you're not only a person who helps other people get what they need out of life as far as giving them food and clothing and things of that nature. You're also a musician, you're a singer, songwriter, actor.
Absolutely.
Tell us about it.
Well, when the pandemic hit, I had a lot of things planned for my career, but then the pandemic hit and I had to put everything on hold. And then something just told me, you need to be here for your community at this time. But I still kept putting my music and working on my films, just so that way when we get to where we're at now, everything's starting to open up, I can prepare and move forward. For me, I've got 2 albums completed that I distributed through Warner Brothers. Now I've done shows from Brazil to Las Vegas. I've had a really good run. I've performed in a lot of places. And, I've done over 150 episodes of Days of Our Lives. I've done Nike, Ford, Taco Bell, Fox Sports West.
Look at you. All right. Whoa.
I've had a blessed career. Most people
Uh-huh.
can't say that. I was in Notorious, got a chance to be in that history making film on Biggie Small's life.
Yeah.
And just worked with a lot of great actors within this industry. And then now I've moved forward to really produce my own film so I can tell the stories that I want to tell and not be typecasted, because I know who I want to be within the film
Yeah.
industry. And then music wise, I'm working on an album right now. I got 2 singles ready to go that we're going to get ready to drop, that I'm really, really excited about. I released 1 song last year, which is Power of One, which was the title theme song to my foundation.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
so that's been doing really well on Spotify, and the numbers are climbing. So the community is reaching there, getting on playlists. So for me, I'm really excited about getting back out and performing. And I got a couple of concerts that I'm working on. I finally finished up one event that'll happen later in the year, because I'm in the Spanish community. Banda Messe, who did the collaboration with Snoop, will be doing a concert out here I believe it's in San Diego, and they'll be donating $2 of every ticket to my foundation.
Oh, that's
And then,
fantastic.
yes, and I'm also planning concerts myself to be able to highlight food need, but then also provide wonderful entertainment. So I'm partnering up with the San Diego County and the city officials there to be able to have a launch concert with all of us opening up back again. So really excited about that.
Then where can we go to find out more about you and your organization?
You definitely can go to powerofonefoundation.org to learn more about us. We're always posting new information. We just acquired a women's soccer team, by the way, so we're really excited about that.
Woo.
But powerofonefoundation.org has all our information, and pretty soon you'll be able to go to andrelafelle.com to learn about my music and my films and the things that I'm working on there in future shows.
There you go. André Roberson, we call him Dre, actor,
Yay.
co-founder of Power of One. Poof. Thank you for all the wonderful work that you're doing, and God, may God continue to bless you.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for having me on the show, Bob. I'm really excited to see what the future holds. And I look forward to talking to you again.
It's big, and you will. We will meet again. I'll come out there, you come out here when things calm down, and you're always welcome on the show. And I got to ask you a question. Are you into sports?
Absolutely. I love sports. I played sports my whole life.
All right, continue watching, because Bobby C, he's coming up next with the latest in the world of sports next on Open.